it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today we are getting into Westman Atelier. I have two products from her collection. Lit Up Highlight Stick. I have the shade Nectar, which is a new shade. And then I picked up her iPods, which are not new. These are 3 eyeshadows. And we're going to try out both of these products today. So let's just talk about packaging. I think the packaging is one of the main reasons I've been attracted to Westman Atelier. And you might ask, why did I wait so long to pick up anything from this brand? I think the main reason is Westman Atelier arrived at Sephora this year, 2021. And I got 20% off with my Rouge status, so that's like a major reason why I finally picked it up. Because it's not a brand that always goes on sale, and I'm not tracking Westman Atelier's site for sales all the time because Sephora allows you to take a discount on that brand. I went ahead and picked up some things that I've been eyeing. So the iPods, which is the eyeshadow trio, comes in this box, and I picked up the Les Jours version. There's 2 versions of the iPods. One includes a black shade. I got the daytime version. And this is the packaging that it came in. We have neige, chocolat, and tobacco. Pods are stackable and you can break them apart, and they're magnetized. So there's 3 eyeshadows in here. Have the names on the back. So we'll start out with neige. This is the white shimmery lightest shade. It looks a little bit not white, but it is a white shimmery shade. Twist on cap here. There is 0.03 ounces, 0.8 grams. I'm not sure if that's like a normal amount for eyeshadow. I think it is. This is tobacco. This is like a warm tan brown shade. This is chocolat. It's our deep brown shade. So those are the 3 shades there. This retails for $88, so I got 20% off that. And then the lipstick, I will have to add the cost of that. But this is a really natural highlighter. It's more about glow and shine rather than like sparkle. So it is super natural looking, and I didn't notice it that well in this lighting, but when I went out during the day, like in the car, I looked in the mirror and I could see this in real light and sunlight a lot more than in the indoor lighting. So it's just one of those products that's really gonna show up in real life and not as much on camera. And it's not like a super noticeable shade. It's just got a little bit of sheen. I don't really see this color that much, to be honest. If you are worried about, like, if you're fair skinned like me and you're worried, oh, this is gonna be too deep, I don't think you're gonna have an issue. It's pretty much clear with a little bit of shine, maybe like the slightest hint of like pinkish gold sparkle, but like barely. So we're gonna try out both of these products, and I love, this is also magnetic. It's twist up, very luxe looking. Really love that. There's 0.17 ounces, 5 grams of product in the Lit Up Highlight Stick. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I have foundation and blush on, no powder. So I'm just gonna throw it on. Do a little swipe, and you can see the glow. It has some shine. It's kind of like a balmy highlighter, but I think most people that think of a highlight stick, I think they're gonna expect a little bit more with these than what you seem to get. And I think it's just a different kind of a highlighter. It's really natural. It's more of a sheen and glow with not really much color. Some of you are gonna totally get it when you put it on, and others of you are not. I get it. It's gonna be for a really natural look, with giving you some brightness without like having that highlighter look that you typically get with like a powder highlighter. I think this is really pretty. I'm gonna try to take some pictures in natural light so you guys can see what this highlighter does. I think highlighter is probably the wrong name for it, but that's what it's for. So I have a really light layer of foundation on, so you can see my imperfections really well. If I had a more full coverage foundation, maybe you could see the color and glow a little bit more against my redness. I just did a video filming the Givenchy Prism Libre Skincare and Glow Foundation, and it is very light coverage. You can probably barely tell I have foundation on my face. But I would have liked to have been able to use a little bit more product, but I ran out, used the whole sample. So that's the highlighter. And then for the eye pods, we're gonna use all the shades. I don't know why I was attracted to this. A lot of it is the packaging, but as I mentioned in my Sephora haul video, I think we could have done with like a quad and a like flatter, smaller packaging that kind of takes up less space. It just would have been more convenient than having like these separate things to keep track of. And even though they're like magnetic and you can keep them together that way, I think it's because these are, you know, pretty regular size eyeshadows. I don't know that it's necessary that they're separate, especially when they're sold together, and I believe they're supposed to be used together. It's interesting. It's a different way to package things. I just don't know if it's going to be the most efficient for people to use. So I'm going to start out with to back. And I've tried this shade once, and I was really impressed with the color. It's like it's really warm, but really beautiful. And it's got some like coppery redness to it. And I am not using any eye primer, I'm just throwing it on. And I think, honestly, you could apply these with your finger if you want to. The texture is super bouncy. So it's not your typical like powder formula. I'll just do a swatch really quick. So you can see that warmness. It's like a tan, warm brown. And it's just a really soft shadow that's kind of bouncy. You're gonna get that pushback, that spongy feeling from it. But the shade of this seemingly boring color is actually really wonderful. It was probably the most surprising shade from the trio for me when I first tried it. And it's such a wearable shade. Next, I want to go ahead and throw on some chocolat in the crease. These all have a little bit of a sheen to them. They're not completely matte. It just has that kind of beautiful everyday makeup that is just a really easy formula to work with. I mean, you saw me apply it with my fingers. I think you can apply any of these shades with your fingers if you don't have a brush handy. Like, they're really easy. And then with our lightest shade here, go ahead and pop this with a brush in my inner corner. Oh, I forgot to swatch. I will swatch at the end. I'm going backwards. Just a bright little white light in the corner there. Really pretty. If you want to do a little on the brow bone, you can. Or if you want a little pop of shine in the middle of your lid, that would look pretty as well. Just, I mean, and overall, I mean, even though there's 3 shades, I would have preferred a quad. I think these 3 shadows are really all you need to create like an everyday look with a little bit of sparkle, a definition, and a really pretty warm brown neutral shade. Let me go ahead and show you the rest of the swatches. So Chocolat, a really nice warm brown there. And then Neige. It's got like a nice bright sparkle. It kind of seems like it's silver, but it's not, just a bright white. So there's the trio swatch for you right there. And then on the eyes, I mean, you can do a couple different, you can do whatever you want to do. You can use Tobacco as one shade and be done. You can use Chocolate as one shade. I mean, if you're into like a really light look, you could use Neige on its own as well. Whatever you want to do. I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara and I will be back. Alright, popped on some mascara. I used the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara, which I have been really loving. It creates a nice definition. Not a whole lot of length for me, but I've been liking it. And then I put on a sample of the Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame lipstick. It's a little mini. It's a little bit warm, but I thought it would go well with the eyes. A little bit of pop of color. And I took some photos in the sunlight to try to capture the highlight. And I tried my best, but I think it looks like I have forehead shine. Like the shine you see on my forehead looks like the highlight. So it just looks like I'm a little bit oily. So it does give you like a really natural, like oily highlight effect. Not super oily or anything like that. But in the photo, it's a little bit hard to differentiate. Well, is that just her skin being shiny? No, it's the highlight. It's the highlight. It's super natural. I think it goes well with Westman Atelier's aesthetic. She's not really known for her like super glam makeup. At least I don't think of her that way. I don't think of her makeup that way. To me, I see her makeup as really minimal and on the go. She has like a foundation stick. Her lip product is all-in-one compact, like 4 different shades. Like it's very user-friendly, you know, all about clean ingredients and luxe packaging, of course. But it's not like the makeup. To me, it's not makeup for like people that are super into makeup. If you know what I mean? Like us beauty junkies are into using a whole lot of products on our face. But sometimes I know I do, like on the weekend, like on our days off from like a complex makeup look, I like to keep it simple. So I still appreciate this trio. Do I think it needed to be separated like this? No, I think she could have done a little trio, quad, compact, and that probably would have been a little bit more convenient, to be honest. But I really like the results, and I like the shade choices she made. I think they go really well together, and like this is like me, but better. Like it's not gonna change my whole face by putting this on. Like it's just gonna give me a little bit of color, and I think it's a really nice aesthetic. I think if you're really expecting to be absolutely mind blown by these eyeshadows, I don't know that they, you know, move mountains, but they are pretty shades. I mean, I don't know what else you can ask for with an eyeshadow. I know some people like expect eyeshadows to make them look 10 pounds lighter, but you know, it's just convenient to have well put together eyeshadows, and I think that's what this is. A lot of people love these, and I think for good reason. My only thing is, like, while this is pretty, I'm glad I got it on sale. I don't think it's worth $88 for 3 eyeshadows. I mean, they're not really that special of a formulation in my opinion. They're really bouncy, really buttery, easy to apply. You can use your finger, you can use a brush. But there's other eyeshadows out there that you can do that for less cost. You may not get the special packaging with the magnets, but $88, it's a lot. For the highlight stick, I don't think I would get another one. I think this is going to be good enough. I get the idea of the product. The white shade, I think technically most people with my skin tone would want to buy because it's the lightest. And maybe that shade would show up on me a little bit more, a little bit brighter and icier. But this, I want a little bit more shimmer, and maybe a little bit of sparkle shimmer from this product that I thought I was gonna get, and I can't really see it that well. I wish I could see it a little better for the cost. But it is really natural looking, and I don't have a lot of products like this in my collection, so it's definitely something worth having if you don't have anything similar. But there's a lot of like glowy balm stick products out there that are like this. I just don't particularly own them. But anyways, those are my thoughts on the two Westman Atelier products that I picked up. I don't know if I mentioned that the iPods came with a little pouch that you can put this in. So you won't get them lost, but you know, I don't know. It's a fun idea to have these little iPods. I mean, the name of them is pretty funny, right? Alright guys, let me know your thoughts on these two products if you have tried any of them. There are a couple different versions of the iPods, 3 different light up sticks. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.